Hello everyone. Today, I want to take you to an incredible journey through the fascinating world of geometry. Whenever we see anything around us or imagine any object, it appears with a particular shape. What shape it is, we can explain that with the help of geometrical concepts. To understand that, we need to explore fundamental concepts of points, lines, and angles and many other terms. We will try to understand all those in most interesting and in the easiest way. Let's start with the concept of a point. What is a point, you might ask? Well, a point is a basic building block of geometry. It has no size, no dimension, and no width. Imagine a small dot on a piece of paper. That dot is a point. It has no length, no width, and no height. It's just a location in space even though they have no size themselves. Now, let's move on to the concept of a line. A line is a path that extends infinitely in both directions. It's like a never-ending road that goes on in both directions. It can be easier to understand with this example. Let's consider a flying bird or a football you have kicked. While the bird is flying, it is tracing a path. That path is a line. Same thing can be said for the football. Both of those are curved lines. Why curved? Those are changing direction of their motion. But if those objects do not change direction, their paths will be straight lines. Take another real-life example, think about the railway tracks. They stretch out as far as the eye can see, with no end in sight. These real-world examples can help you understand the concept of a line in geometry. Next, let's talk about angles. An angle is formed when two straight lines meet at a common point. The measurement of an angle is generally expressed in degrees. It can be understood in another interesting way. Take a ruler and place it on the table or floor. Hold one end of it and push the other end. It appears like you are pulling branches of a tree downward or sideways. What can you see? There is a gap between initial position and final position. This gap depicts an angle. Angles are all around us in the real world. When you turn a corner, you are creating an angle. When you open a book, the cover and the pages form an angle. Imagine you are on a swing in a playground. The chains that hold the swing create an angle with the vertical pole. This angle determines how high or low you swing. So, angles are not just a mathematical concept, they are part of our everyday experiences. Now that we understand the basic concepts of points, lines, and angles, let's explore some important properties and relationships that underpin the world of geometry. One important property to understand is the concept of parallel lines. Parallel lines are two or more lines that never meet or intersect, no matter how far they are extended. In the real world, railroad tracks are a great example of parallel lines. Even, lines in your ruled exercise book are parallel. They run alongside each other, but they never converge. This property is crucial in understanding the geometric relationships between lines. Another important concept is that of perpendicular lines. Perpendicular lines are two lines that intersect at a 90-degree angle, forming a right angle. Imagine the walls of a room where they meet at the corners, those are examples of perpendicular lines. These concepts will help you navigate and understand the relationships between lines in geometry. Now, let's dive into the world of shapes and polygons. A polygon is a closed figure made up of straight lines. Polygons are everywhere, from the shape of a stop sign to the design of a basketball court. They come in all shapes and sizes, and they are a fundamental part of geometry. Consider the example of a kite. A kite is a great example of a polygon. It has four straight sides intersecting in an order and is a closed shape. So, whenever you come across a shape with straight sides and no curves, you can be sure it's a polygon. Another key concept in geometry is the measurement of angles. Angles are measured in degrees and can vary from 0 degrees, a straight angle, to 180 degrees, a straight line, and all the way up to 360 degrees, a full circle. Understanding how to measure and calculate angles is an important skill in geometry. Let's think about a clock for a moment. The minutes and hours form angles as they move around the clock face. At 12 o'clock, the hour and minute hands form a 180-degree angle, while at 3 o'clock, they form a 90-degree angle. So, the concept of angles is not just theoretical, it's something we encounter every day, whether we realize it or not. I hope this journey has been as exciting and eye-opening for you as it has been for me. Remember, mathematics is not just a set of rules and formulas, it's a dynamic and fascinating part of our everyday lives. So, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep marveling at the wonders of mathematics and science all around you. Subscribe my channel for many more interesting videos that will help to understand mathematics and science easily with joy. Thank you for joining me on this incredible journey, and I wish you all the best in your future explorations of the amazing world of mathematics and science.